I'm Lynn Benson. I'm the Sidewalk Counseling Coordinator at Plan. I've been in this role since last May, and I've been in Sidewalk ministry for about 3 years. I felt compelled as a person who was an unplanned pregnancy for my parents to get involved, and I started as a prayer supporter during 40 Days for Life. So I want to talk to you about prayer support. I recently saw the movie Cabrini, and I discovered that she was a woman of prayer. Here's something she said: "We must pray without tiring, for the salvation of mankind does not depend upon material success, but on Jesus alone." So we know that prayer is vital, and it's the foundation of Sidewalk ministry in whether you're a Sidewalk counselor or a prayer supporter. But prayer supporters, you are not less important. We need you out there on the sidewalk. So there are 3 main roles you have as a prayer supporter. First, and obviously, is to pray while you're out there. We know that we are not contending against flesh and blood, but against dark spiritual forces that can only be changed through prayer. And we know that so many of the babies that have been saved have had prayer supporters out there when that happens. The second role you can play is to be a witness. All of us are ambassadors for Christ. So just think about how your demeanor, your appearance, your facial expressions, how they speak to everyone, the passersby, especially the clients, but the abortion workers, and then other presences out on the sidewalk, both pro-life and pro-abortion. It's always good, as was mentioned before, to keep the injustice, the horrible injustice that's going on in the building that you're standing in front of in your mind, so that you maintain a sober and solemn spirit as you pray, and just continually ask the Lord to purify your heart and examine your motives for why you're doing this. It's already been mentioned, a few things to avoid. I just want to mention them again. As Deborah talked about, just avoid unnecessary conversation, especially with the sidewalk counselor. They need to keep their focus on the clients. And then Thomas mentioned not crowding, especially by the sidewalk counselor. You want to keep at least 10 feet away. Signs are another way that you can be a witness, and Module 5, as was mentioned, can give you more directives on that. So please do read that. The third role you can play as a prayer supporter is to help with security. We need people who will be extra eyes and ears out there for suspicious or illegal behavior that's going on, and just be ready to get your phone out to record those incidents. Another way you can help maybe is to engage passersby who want to talk to the sidewalk counselors, so that the sidewalk counselor won't be distracted. So right now, I'd like you to take out in your packet the half sheet that says Sidewalk Counseling Training Seminar. This is the time when you get to take action. I can think of several times in my life when I became aware of some injustice or some work of mercy that I could have participated in, and I didn't make a plan right then to do something about it. And then the opportunity just kind of went away, faded from my mind. And so I don't want that. I don't want you guys to be regretful about that. So I would like to have each of you fill out that form about your availability. Everybody can get involved. We need both sidewalk counselors and prayer supporters. Typically, our regular volunteers take 1 2-hour shift a week. There are some people who can take more, and then there's some that can't take that many, but everything can help. And we know that family comes first in God's priority of things, so don't be afraid to sign up for a shift. You can tell me ahead of time if you need a sub. For those who are interested in sidewalk counseling, Thomas will get in touch with you for on-site training. And then once you both feel that you're ready, then he'll put you in touch with me to get you on the schedule. But in the meantime, you can come out and pray while you're waiting. For both the people that are interested in being prayer supporters and the people waiting to become sidewalk counselors, I have made up a form and I put it on the table back there to just show all the spaces that I could use more prayer support on the sidewalk. So maybe you can take a look at that and see if there's some times there that you could help out with. I send out a subs request email twice a week. Even if you know you can't take a shift, if you could please just look at the tip that we put at the beginning of the email, that can help all of us to be sharp in our skills and to know information we need to about sidewalk ministry so we can save more babies' lives.
Thanks to all of you for coming tonight. Something I tell people a lot is the training is part of the discernment process. So you may have come here not expecting to be, you may have come here like I came to my first sidewalk counseling training thinking this probably isn't for me, but I just want to learn more about it. And regardless, whether you come as a prayer supporter or as a sidewalk counselor, I mean, hopefully this will benefit you even off the sidewalk too. But I do encourage you to really pray about this. Even if you didn't necessarily come into this thinking that it was for you, please do bring it to prayer. Maybe God will surprise you. With that, I'm going to close it. I'm going to let you go. I do really want to remind you, pick up your training booklet at the back, the same sign-in table where you picked up your folder. This is a comprehensive training booklet that we've put together for the first time in the history of our ministry over the course of the last year, as we as a staff discussed almost weekly our strategies as a ministry. And so this was a lot to take in tonight, but we want you to have a resource that will include all of this and expand on it with advanced materials too. Thank you very much, and God bless you.